Previously on Supply Run Himalayas.
Vanags! See you soon.
15-hour plus Jeep ride, and now we're in Kolkata. Now what we're trying to do is get a train from Kolkata all the way to Delhi. We came up with another side quest idea. Can we go play cricket somewhere?
Right.
I want to. Oh, learn. Woo-hoo! Mom and Dad say yes. We also gave away 3 tickets to come to their first IPO game. 1, 2, and 3. Yeah! We went to an IPO match and get back on another train at 3 a.m. It's like, why even go to sleep at this point?
Supply Run is really interesting because, yes, we get into point A and we know where point B is and we know where we're leaving. But everything in between can change at any given moment. That leaves us, so then working backwards.
If we're hitting this date, find somebody, pay them whatever price it is to get back there and back.
We started with a supply list that we developed over time with a local contact. But that supply list has changed often. But as we look at the supply list item, we realize that some items like, oh yeah, we can pick that up today and we can go find a store and kind of gather that. Other items, we might have to go find an industrial park or like some place where they manufacture these things, not like a storefront.
When we first got to Kathmandu, you could see JD's senses just being overloaded.
Okay, we will be there soon. I will look at the address and we will leave shortly.
Sorry sir, I am sending you address and concerned person number, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
Today is Sunday. JD's on WhatsApp, calling people around, making all sorts of connections, and actually being able to pull this off. It just shows how far he's come from that first day in Kathmandu to Delhi.
It's looking pretty promising that we get the cream separator today.
Cream separator is a tool that the community will use to take the yak milk and separate the cream, right, in order to be able to make yak cheese.
It's like constant layers of unknowns of now, what do we need to rent, buy, hire? We have to take it to a very remote location. What are the roads like? And so it's kind of like a puzzle or a game that we're trying to play to make it make sense.
So the real question is what are the current obstacles? To me, it's just transportation.
Take that supply list, reshuffle it, and reorder it so that we pick up the easiest items first and pick up the harder to transport items closer to the destination, so it's not 17 days of transporting a toilet and maybe it's only 3 days. That's part of the mission, is we have to figure that out when the time comes.
Just got finished with the meeting. Simple summary is this: we have a lot to do in a little bit of time.
We have about 7 days left to complete the rest of our mission. And we don't have transportation or any of the big heavy items yet. So we are going to leave Delhi 1 day earlier than planned. But before we do, a friend of a friend just drove 2 hours plus to get here to see us. And so we're gonna hang out with him for a little bit, as well as maybe get some good food. I think the idea of Supply Run goes well beyond just having some random adventure. We feel that unscripted travel where there is no guide, no buffer between you and the people you're meeting and the things that you're doing is one of the greatest pattern interrupts that you can give to your life. 5 years ago, I had 3 life-threatening strokes within a week time span. And now Chad is battling stage 4 lung cancer. And the common thread between both of us, we were both living extremely stressful, inauthentic lives. We were doing things that we just didn't care about. This show isn't about our health crises, but what we want to do is help people who might be feeling this same way, sleepwalking through life. So Supply Run is a way that someone can have a pattern interrupt without having a health crisis happen to them first. And that's because we are focused on supporting other people instead of worrying about our own little problems in life. But the only way that Supply Run is truly effective is that the people who we are trying to support actually feel supported, which is why it would be kind of devastating if we were unable to provide what we've been promising this whole time.
One hour and 6 minutes to the factory where we're gonna buy the cheesemaker. It's Neotech. There, Neotech, perfect. Hello. We're here to buy the a cream separator and a churner. We talked to
Abhishek.
उधर से भेजा अभिषेक ने ना.
Right now we're at the factory that makes the cream separator, but I think they're confused about why we're here.
ये कह रहे हैं कि 100 लीटर क्रीम निकालने वाला वो मशीन है ना जो ये हम
Our taxi driver didn't know he was going to be pulling double duty today, helping us buy a milk cream separator, but he is.
Abhishek?
Yes, and my 60 student at present on training.
Can we buy and take now?
Sir, only online inquiry. Yeah, no problem.
So we're buying two machines and spare parts, and we're trying to get the purchase contract to go, but obviously the language barrier is making it a little tough, and we're just trying to buy. So we're going to get the purchase going and hopefully take our machines and get running, but we'll see how long it takes to get through the language barrier to make this happen.
Angry. Why angry? For yeah. So for both machines.
Yes.
Both machines. Both machines put there.
And spare parts?
Yes. Also it provide.
One machine and with spare parts.
Yes.
No, both machines put there.
But both machines operate hand operated. It is fully SS. Yes. With
We are closing the deal. We're going to get a discount, 18,000 rupee for 165 liter per hour cream separator hand crank. Let's go.
In this video.
Okay.
Let's go. Okay,
Cool, that's what I got. We'll shake hands with everybody. Thank you.
Thanks. That was it.
While Chad and JD are finalizing the cream separator transaction, I am currently feeling the pinch of time. If we had maybe 6 or 7 more days, I'm sure we could figure out transportation and how to get all the other heavy, big items, but we don't have that. So I actually made a list of local fixers before I left on this trip in case we found ourselves in this specific situation. And it seems like one is confident enough to be able to pull this minor miracle off within 1 to 2 days' time. His name is Vicky, and he's gonna meet us in Kulu and Manali area in about 2 days to see if we can make this happen. It's not ideal, but the pressure's on.
It takes a little while as a USA citizen to buy a machine in India, mainly because of language barrier, but also because we are a spectacle. Because I don't think they've ever seen a USA person come to the factory and actually buy one of these machines. So it's kind of fun, super fun actually. Just takes some time.
We learned a lot about cream separators today. We needed to actually determine if we should get a hand crank machine or an electric one. Sural Bhatori has problems with electricity, so that's why we opted for a hand crank machine. They were clearly not expecting us to be there today. We were not expecting to be here for this amount of time, but they basically gave us a massive tour of their factory. They showed us how everything works. They sent us instructions for the cream separator. Also, it was just kind of awesome hanging out with these people. But yeah, we gotta get going. We gotta pack up this cream separator and get on our way to Shimla.
On the count of 3, everybody say cream separator. 1, 2, 3. Cream separator!
Up next on Supply Run Himalayas.
I'm worried that we're getting dragged out and that he's gonna complicate it. He's a smooth talker, he knows what he's doing. He's definitely not doing this for free. So I'm a little skeptical on some of the things he is doing. Like right now we could be in Manali getting items.
No, we couldn't. How will we get there?
And he's just stalling us right now.
A special thanks for this episode goes out to Tony. Tony, you were the first person to really pick up what we're putting down, really sharing our message in our posts early on, and that means a lot to us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, not only that, but you're hilarious, and I laugh all the time. Every time we see something written by you, it just gives me a good spirit and good energy. So thanks for being an awesome supporter.
Thanks, Tony.
Another special thanks for this episode goes out to Tristan Rummel. Love your spirit of travel. I love that we can connect on that, and I really appreciate your support, Tristan.
Yeah, man, it started back with Free Flight Machine, like, what is that, 10, 15 years ago? So it's amazing that we've been connected this long, and you're a huge supporter for us, so thanks, Tristan.
Thanks, Tristan.